when you on top. Gon' hate on you, that what they supposed to do, I don't know how to lose. I think the Rari go faster without the roof. Chill.
What's up, gang?
Let me go secure for the game right quick.
Hey, what's up, gang?
I got it.
I think it's my fault.
For real.
What's up,
Keep the
gang?
rest.
Hey, I got that chicken to go.
I'm gone.
A lot of these look lost. They broke. They think it's my fault. No car. I want that car. I'm dripping. I'm stuck with the sauce.
Good drip. Good drip.
But she love you. Don't cut your.
Yeah.
Reynolds Da Vinci is white.
That's light.
Limited Louis, that's light.
Too light.
Rafe in the city, that's light.
That's light.
LED, look at the lights.
Too light.
We the ones don't like.
Don't like.
But you look too light.
Too light.
Why even play with your light?
Your life.
Bank account looking like yikes.
Looking like
I went from filling out kites
That's a call.
to putting it in my block. Blue Gucci sweater is drill.
That's drill.
Somebody give me a.
Drill.
These ain't like the cops.
Like bugs.
Gossiping more than a. In jail I had. I make you cut off the. Think that I made it, they can't be my friends, so they wanna be ops. If I see them hating and I'm in that spaceship, I'm dropping the top. Ain't like my beat, ain't no happy belated, I'm counting the guap. Who gave you a voice? Who told you your thoughts count? GPS straight to the money. I put my big homie got the big Mickey Mouse. You posted your at 12 and 8 that night, she had my all over the mansion. Can't sit on my house. I got that chicken to go. A lot of these look lost. They broke, they think it's my fault. No car. I want that car. I'm dripping, I'm stuck with the sauce.
Good drip.
But she love you, don't cut your.
Yeah.
Reynolds Da Vinci is white.
That's light.
Limited Louis, that's light.
Too light.
Rafe in the city, that's light. LED, look at the lights. We the ones don't like. But you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes.
With me, boy. Your hands in your fingers. Your ears with get back, watch it turn to a singer. Get the fighting like this Jerry Springer. All of my sit the back that like a pogo. Don't do these they popo. Had a G-Wagon truck turned to Rojo. Find a cable 2 wheels and they going wild down in Soho. One was black and the other was Mexican. Had a like a pollo. Younger than you with a Maybach. Younger than you with a Bentley. Finna got in the gently. Ain't being friends with these. When I was down out, I so had sympathy. But that's how I go when you broke. Now I'm like mistletoe. This do my own. Not gonna lie on these new clones. Then she asked for a loan. Had to laugh, then I told her get gone. Gon' get that me on. And up, give me not a thing. So I spend 90K on my range. You can see all my pen in my watch. Got my ex down and walking around with my hand on my. Cause I'm popping and I know you not. And I know you see just how I'm living. You're not happy with life, so you rockin' Reeboks on treetops, getting walk. Got a big Benz like Sasquatch. Every time you see it, with a no, it's top
I got
notch.
that chicken to go. A lot of these look lost. They broke, they think it's my fault. No car. I want that car. I'm dripping, I'm stuck with the sauce.
Good drip.
But she love you, don't cut your.
Yeah.
Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rafe in the city, that's light. LED, look at the lights. We the ones don't like. But you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes. The ops on IG all the time. I dare them go live. Wagyu steak, I dine. 8 ounce, 255. I can't get funky with to groovy you me. If I ain't had love for me, I would've tried to get Nicki Minaj. J-Rock ain't gonna let you slide. Dory ain't gonna let you slide. You king of the city, I don't wanna be a big fish in a small pond. Trying to get across that water. I need fans in Vietnam. If you gotta hustle, but you can't stick to the grind, you wasting your time. I need a dub for a verse. I do it for FaceTime before I get to the club. Look at the line. Money ain't changed my heart, but I'm smarter. I guess it changed my mind. And I take care of my in prison. Don't think it's safe inside. I got that chicken to go. A lot of these look lost. They broke, they think it's my fault. No car. For real. I want that car. I'm dripping, I'm stuck with the sauce.
Good drip.
But she love you, don't cut your.
Yeah.
Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rafe in the city, that's light. LED, look at the lights. We the ones don't like. But you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes.
Okay, you better. Look. Go. Go. Look at you go. Okay, you better. Look. Yeah. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash coming in. Come get your man, Slim Booker bugging me. Just need a bag, quit all that jaw jackery. Don't even be that, I don't want none of it. It's bad about it, had enough of it. Whoa, watch what you saying, how that poppin' and shaking. Got is a laser, my posse deep and I raiding. We act a fool for the paper, had a dream and I made it. El Camino on Dayton's, bitches guess over baby. Put the bread on me, bet on my bacon. Big and flat in the bacon, I might just roll out today. I might just roll out to Vegas, head back to my old ways. Cop a roof for all day. Look at me, baby. Look at me, baby. Don't I look like a million? I'm about to clean out the safe. Don't I look like somebody that just be bodying everything? All that talking is great, but I don't be talking. I air it out. All the problems have gotten easy to bury. I'd rather kiss on my. I've been broke way longer than I've been rich, so until it levels out, I'ma take mama to the Marriott and took me so long to get it, gonna spread it out. Let them know all about me when I'm dead and gone. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubble. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubble. Look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the hand. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. I'ma need all the fries you can give me, all the hot sauce, all the pie you can give me. Better be all or nothing, don't have me in the middle. You better be all you can, yeah. Super fly for the Dumbos, plenty slides like a shuffle. Hit the cadence on my young Isaac Hayes, Billy Ocean, but the old with the cane stick. Let my slippers at the function. It's hard to run the Gucci slides. That bet you say you didn't never. I'ma step no. Jackie Chan, no travel. Can't clean it with the beat. Dripping from the. No, Lord, not me. I can never be the one you want to stuff for. Money, that machine. The Ferragamo store. R.I.P. the times that I was broke. Out in life in 9/11, folks. Matte black, liquor clean. Dead places in and I'm a local. Cooking up canard. Waiting for the antidote. Running out of time. Pictures thinner than a pantyhose.
Over here and empty your pockets. I don't do that. In my prison, you do what I tell you. Get over here. He's gonna get nasty.
One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the hand, one in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling.
Hey. Okay. Pocket through big day sumo. Pulling card like Uno. Flip like judo. You act too kudo. You and her no chance, you go. Pocket through big day sumo. 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 Pull card like Uno. Flip like judo. You act too kudo.
Thank you, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Oakland, California. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Buffalo Bills and the Oakland Raiders. getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Now Ito Smith. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
That's what I'm talking about, baby.
Detroit! Detroit!
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Got a man, it's Brown. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
Detroit! No, check, Patriot! Patriot! Gun! All right, now, lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Detroit!
They'll look to throw here on first down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now they'll run it on the toss. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Detroit! Here we go now. 319! Gun!
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's going deep for Brown. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Antonio Brown, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Carlson now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards that time and a Bills 1st down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Bills are an extra point away from taking the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and they take the lead here at 7-6. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And now nothing but green ahead of him. He's at the 30, the 20. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. J.D. McKissick taking it goal line to goal line, 100 yards. And the Raiders are able to cash in for 6. This time, the extra point up and good. And that'll make this a 6-point game. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And they'll go on the ground. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A big play there. 76 yards. And the Bills are an extra point away from taking the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, where they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle, or if you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
Hurry up, here we go. 319.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a third down and 6. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 30.
Back to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. You know, he's already thrown for more yardage in this first quarter than he did all of last week.
And I could be snarky here and say, well, he didn't throw for a lot of yards last week, but the bottom line is he put in a great week of practice and really came out ready to go in this one.
He'll get it up the middle, and he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
Four down, check.
Set. B-19.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 3rd and goal.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Ready to go now in the 2nd quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. They'll try and punch it in with Crowell. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Isaiah Crowell, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders are able to cash in for 6. Now the Raider offense will stay out there as they'll line up to go for 2. They'll look to throw here. That's caught. And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. Carlson now to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. Now right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And they'll run it here. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
3 down.
Watch him now, Barney.
They'll run with a former Badger. It's Corey Clement. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Throwing right, and that's complete. That'll put him over 150 yards receiving now. Quite a ball game and a first down.
And there was absolutely 0 pressure on the quarterback on that play. 3rd down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a first down pickup.
3 down.
Gone! Hot! Gone!
First down, and they're going to throw without him. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there and picking up the first down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Allen. And unsuccessful there trying to dump it underneath. That'll bring up 3rd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, they'll throw with Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason.
319! 319!
I'm here all day.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
They'll try and start this drive in the air. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Looking to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd. The Raiders on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 6.
All right, here we go. 319! 319! Detroit! Detroit!
They'll drop to throw. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And they can't bring him down. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland 1st down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
2 1st downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit! Hurry up, here we go. Green, 30.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a Turkey Bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
On the ground, this is Smith. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this. The Raiders on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Now let's go. Green, 39. Green, 39. Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Gun!
58's the mic, 58.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
He'll drop to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Micah Hyde able to get a hand in and knock that one away.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
Spins away. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Bills will take over at their own 20. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
No. Check. Patriot. Patriot. Hot.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Leopard.
They go play action here on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. And the big boy, dare I say, he showed some athleticism there.
Oh, without a doubt. And you know what else we saw on that play? Why they do more and more ball drills in practice. They want everyone proficient with catching the football and being comfortable because you never know when a big play like this will happen for a big man.
Now, post-game locker room, does he get an extra drumstick?
He was going to get that anyway. He may get the whole spread now.
Put some gravy on there. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This one taken just inside the 10. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Detroit!
And they'll go with a ground attack here. Brendan Langley there to get him down. Now the Bills will hustle to the line.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Looking downfield for Jones. This is intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may force them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. As it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. A little more room here on 2nd and 6 from the 6. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Bills will take another timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. The Raiders on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
Hey, boys, we got 4 down.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And just shutting him off there. Good open field tackling there. A 50-yard punt followed by just a 1-yard return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. And now out come the Bills. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
A final shot before half for Allen. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of his first half of play. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. This will be fielded at the 8. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Allen looks to throw on second down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Allen again here on 2nd and 10. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Throwing is Allen on third. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. The Bills send the punter out as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Okay, Paul, we got 4. We got 4. Let's go, fellas. We got 4 down. Let's go.
Detroit! Detroit!
Tight end's right. Watch tight end. 4 down. 4 down.
Hurry up, here we go. 319. 319.
Now back to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. Well, it's one thing to grab it with one hand, but when you make a catch of that distance, quite another.
Yes, sir. I mean, that one right there. We keep talking about the high-flying antics that we're seeing from receivers nowadays. Doesn't matter what spot they start in. But when it actually does happen.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Ito Smith, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders add on to their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie-cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
Carlson now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field in this joint.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll start on the ground. It's Ito Smith. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. It's complete to Brown, right side. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. A good grab there by the former Central Michigan man, Antonio Brown.
And he ate up some real estate on the catch, too, didn't he? I think the most impressive part of it, though, if there's a chance for him to get the football, even though he was covered well, he somehow finds a way to get it.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. They'll run with Smith. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape of this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be. But we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
Gone! Gone! Gone!
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
This will be caught by Brown. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 40. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage.
No. Check. Patriot.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
All right, now, lucky 56.
To throw on 3rd down, Allen. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Going for it on 4th down, Allen. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. Running left, it's Smith. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Off the corner. Where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he was a big factor in the run game. No gain.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. A little dump off for Crowell. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Back now in the East Bay. It's the Raiders with a lead and the football here as we get ready to start quarter number 4. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth.
Stand up in.
Oh, look at this play call. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on fourth down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A first down carry for Smith. And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll run it again with Smith. Down to about the 22 here. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be 4th down. I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this score will stay right where it is. Well, it's still a good-sized lead, so they haven't necessarily needed him, but this is now 2 missed field goals for him in this game so far.
Yeah, and the question now is, will he be prepared when they do need him? Whether that's later in this game or sometime down the line, having a kicker you can count on is definitely imperative.
Looking downfield for Jones. This is caught inside the 15. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. A big play here for the Bills. 52 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Detroit! Detroit!
Operating from the red zone now. Allen. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Alex Okafor in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And his throw is incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. The Bills on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and a mile.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. No.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills cut into that lead. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of the team because as they drove downfield, You know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well.
Well, we're beyond the tone setting right now. This guy's been the bell cow all day, and they'll continue to rely on him to move the chains, drain the clock, and lead his team.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
57's the mic. 57's the mic.
Hold on. Hold on.
Here's a give to Smith. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The tackle is made by Micah Hyde.
Well, he was stopped on that play, but he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
4 down. Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
And they'll get him down here at about the 42. 8 yards on the run there, and that leaves them with 3rd and just a couple. The Raiders on 3rd down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Hey, 4 down. Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll try to run for it with Crowell. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the 1st down. Close it out.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll set up to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw. Allen being chased out, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
For a rookie first-rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Over.
To throw is Allen. Eluding the pressure right. Looking left side, and it's complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. Allen to throw. And the grab by Croft. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now Allen. They'll roll him out. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
A huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Now he's flushed out right. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's third and long. To the air. Allen flush to his right. He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is dropped it incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone as time has run out on this ball game. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for the Raiders, that's now 5 wins on the campaign as they get the job done here. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll try again next week at home against New England. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Baby, could you? I got too much on my mind right now. I ain't got the time to get you sailing right now. I got too much on my mind right now. Tell that hero Dale, get my baby 35.